tea or coffee, Adam?
I'll have just tea.
Start me off.
You know that the essay is on ageing.
Yeah.
Being old and stuff.
Oh, no. I can tell you something about that.
Okay. Do you consider yourself old?
Oh, yes, I am getting pretty old. But I think there's plenty of life in the old girl yet. Okay.
What makes you feel old and what makes you feel young?
I think I feel old because things happen to me. You break your ankle and you have to have an operation for your eyesight and everything like that.
Okay. Are there things that make you feel young still?
Going out to visit my friends, going out to play bridge or bingo, or going in my garden and digging around in the garden and thinking how beautiful it is. And thinking, when I get up in the morning and open the front door, I think, wow, look at that beautiful sky. Such a lovely colour blue. But today it's grey, but very often it's beautiful and blue, and I'm very lucky to be able to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you got new eyes. And new
eye. One new eye.
Yeah.
One. I'm getting the other one next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you get that one done?
Last week.
Last week.
Okay.
Got the dog.
I'll let the dog in. And I've got my beautiful dog, who's very nice, and a very good husband who looks after me. Come on. I'm like one of the very lucky old people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got lots of lovely grandchildren.
Yep.
Can I say any more?
Oh. How many grandchildren do we have?
11.
Yeah. 11.
Yeah.
And the youngest one is a year old?
No, he's
2
3
years?
now.
3 years.
That's
Okay.
Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, cool. When were you born?
1926
1926. And where were you born?
in Mossman.
Mossman.
Yeah.
Okay. I was talking to Mum. She said you lived over in Elwood, though.
I did, but I didn't live over there till I was about 10. My mother was born in Mossman.
Yeah.
And we lived in her mother's house
Yeah.
for a few years. Mossman was a very lovely suburb. It still is. And she's just close to the water. Well, not very close to the water. You go down Avenue Road and you come to Mossman Bay.
Yeah.
It's a lovely place to live. But Earlwood, it was can I say anything I like?
Yeah, you can say whatever you like.
Earlwood was a returned soldiers' settlement homes. They were all homes for returned soldiers and cheap. And they were all, most of the people around there were young families and, from the First World War.
Okay. Was your father involved in the First World War? Okay.
He only was there involved in the last year of First World War, 1919, or 1918, I think he went over to England, but he was very lucky he didn't see much.
Yeah.
Much of the war.
Yeah.
But my husband, Roy, his father went over to the war in about 1915, and he was gassed, and he never was a very, very disabled for lots of his life. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, what else, Roy?
Oh, I'm not even down to the second question yet.
Oh, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm done. Almost down to the third question.
Okay.
So, what's the story of your family?
My family.
When did they come out to Australia?
I don't know how soon they came out to Australia. They must have come on a passage on my father's side. They came out to Australia about 1864, and they came out as a family, I think. I'm not sure. One of the family became the founded Monty, the hospital, and the school in North Sydney, Montefiore School in North Sydney. She was Mother Mary McQuoyan.
Yeah.
And my father was the last living one of McQuoins in Australia because there's no more there.
Mm.
Then he died. But he came from a big family. He came from a family of, I think, 7. And most of them died early. And the ones that got married in Melbourne, and he got married in Sydney. And the grandchildren all went overseas and stayed there. The ones that got married in Melbourne.
Mm.
So there's not many left in Australia from his side of the family. And on my mother's side of the family were called Merritt.
Yeah.
And she was... Are you taping me?
Yeah, it's taken, don't worry.
And she was born in Mossman, and she had 3 brothers who helped their father build the house in Mossman, which was a 2-storey house, a lovely house. And she went to Mossman School, and the boys went to... She was the youngest, and the boys were older, and they went to the First World War, and one was killed. And one was a bit disabled when he came home. But the 3rd brother was, he lived and got married in Mossman.
Yep.
And they had, I think they had a home, a place in Mossman, in Avenue Road, Mossman, where his brother opened it up, a hardware store, I think it was.
Mm.
And I think they were a pretty happy family.
Okay.
They died in the war. The brothers got disabled in the war. One died. Anyhow.
Yeah.
That was that.
So did you go to Mossman Primary?
My mother did.
Okay. Did you go to Mossman?
No, I didn't go to Mossman Primary, but my mother went there. She was educated there.
Oh, okay.
And she left school at about 13, I think.
Yeah. Because you know my pop.
Mm.
He grew up in Mossman as well.
Did he?
Yeah. on my dad's side, he grew up in. And he went to Mossman Primary as well.
Oh, yeah.
They lived up kind of...
The top of Avenue Road.
No, I don't know where they lived. They, somewhere on Spit Road, I think.
Oh, that's on the other side of Mossman.
Yeah, like right at the top of Balmoral.
Yes.
In that area.
Yeah. Well, they could have gone to Mossman School, but I think there's another school around. I can't remember where that is. But my mother went to Mossman School.
Yeah. And
she left there. She didn't go to high school because I think they just went to school and left about 13.
Yeah.
So I went to work.
Yeah.
And,
so where did you go to school?
I went to school in Earlwood.
Earlwood, okay.
Yeah. And it was, I think it was pretty ordinary. I hated school. And I wasn't very good at school.
Mm.
But my sister went to the same school and has done all right.
Yeah.
But,
do you just have one sister, or...?
Only one,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And what else have I got to tell you? More?
Oh, I've got questions.
I haven't got past the question yet.
No, we're getting through them. When did you finish school?
But I went to first year high school and then I left.
Oh, okay.
So I was about 13, I think.
Oh, okay.
14.
Yeah.
And my mother said, if you leave, you get a job.
Okay.
So I did.
What was the job you got?
It was on a switchboard. And I had worked there for about 5 or 6 years, I think.
Yeah.
And then I got married. I got another job and then I got married for the first time.
Okay.
So, next question.
Okay. I've done a bit of research because I talked to Mum. So she said that you did leave high school early.
Yeah.
But yet you're a big reader, so you read.
I used to love to read.
Yeah. So, did you read a lot? Like.
No, mostly novels and things. I know I read from a very early age, but I liked reading and I didn't like mathematics and things like that.
Yeah.
So I was pretty average.
Yeah. Okay. What's your relationship with your sister like?
Not very good when we were young.
Yeah.
I think I was jealous of her, and my mother pampered her because she was a very sick girl. She had asthma all the time.
Okay.
And she was very religious. And I wasn't very religious at all. We didn't have much in common, my sister. But she's still very religious. She lives up in Brisbane, and she gets involved with a lot of people who are disabled or sick or need help.
Yeah.
And she's brought her daughters up to do the same thing.
Yeah.
They're very religious too. And must run in the family because I have that relatively found in Monty. I wish I could remember the name.
There's Monty in North Sydney.
In North Sydney. And Betty must have got a bit of the, I don't know, the family failing. I didn't get any of it.
Okay. What did you do for work throughout your life? You worked in a switchboard for a few years.
I got married.
You got married. Okay.
I worked until I got married.
Okay, so you were just at home for raising kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a very good job too.
Yes.
I must have done a very good job because all of the kids are really good kids. They're marvellous.
Did you enjoy raising a family?
Yes, I loved it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
I had 5.
Yep.
And 4 from the first husband and 1 from the second husband.
Yep.
And they're all very good. I simply love them all.
Yep.
And they're all very good to me, as good as they can be.
Yep. Okay. One more question from the past, and then we'll move on to the present. What would you consider to be the most significant event or events
in
your life so far?
Well, the thing that I thought was the most wonderful that could ever happen to anybody is to watch the landing of the man on the moon.
Yeah.
I thought that was a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
I still think it was wonderful. Every time it comes on the news, I think, oh, gee, to think I was alive when that happened.
Yeah.
I think I can barely remember the opening of our harbour bridge because I was only 5, I think. But I'm sure my father must have taken me over because his mother lived in Mossman and we used to visit her, and I think we would have visited her after we saw the opening of the harbour bridge. And lots of other things if I had to think of them. I can't think of them.
Okay.
But I think the thing I thought was most remarkable was the man landing on the moon. But I wasn't involved with that. But I just saw it.
Okay. Well, talking about today.
Okay.
What things do you enjoy doing?
I enjoy most things. I enjoy gardening.
Yeah. I
enjoy going out and talking to people. I enjoy playing bridge, and bingo. I like doing things like that.
Yep.
And now I like going out on trips with the Senior Citizens Club.
Yeah.
And I enjoy most things that I do.
Yeah.
I enjoy walking up to Lane Cove and watching the children play in the plaza.
Yeah.
I enjoy little things like that.
Yeah.
And most of the things I enjoy doing.
Yeah. Oh, so life is enjoyable.
Oh, yes.
Oh, good. What kinds of things do you do with the Senior Citizens Club?
Oh, they have little meetings and discuss things. I think I might join their bridge club and give up my other bridge club. They have a bridge and bingo there, and they have lots of outings and lots of different things they do. And I meet people my own age who are very much alive and do things too.
Yeah. Do you have many friends in the Cove?
I know lots of people.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call them friends, but the people I meet are friendly, and I'm friendly back to them. But I have very old friends that I've known all my life, just about. But in Lane Cove, I just meet them, and I'm happy to talk to them and go out with them and things like that.
Yeah.
But I don't really have a lot of close friends.
Okay. What are some things that you don't enjoy at the moment?
Well, have I got to say it? I don't enjoy having a husband at home. And he takes over, he's very good, but he takes over my life. He wants to do all the things that I should be doing myself, and I don't think that's a good thing. But they happen to people, you know, you must do most things yourself.
Okay. Are there, I'm thinking more like tasks, things that you do every day and throughout the week.
Oh.
So more functional.
Oh, like
things. Yeah.
Cooking.
Cooking.
I like cooking.
Yeah.
And I rather feel happy if I've made a good batch of cake or something.
Yep.
And I feel unhappy when it's a failure, which often lately it is. I'm not that keen on housework.
Yeah.
But I do like my garden.
Yeah.
What else do I like? I do like the cleaner coming and cleaning my house.
Yeah.
What else? Gosh.
Are there tasks and things that you find difficult to do as a result of aging?
Yes.
Or things that
I find it very difficult
to
vacuum clean the house.
Yeah.
And before I had my operation, I couldn't see whether the floor was clean or not.
Yeah.
Or the carpet needed cleaning. And I found it really rather hard to make a double bed. But I can manage most things.
Okay. Are there things that you've had to change, like things that you found difficult and you've found a way to overcome?
Yeah, well, I found a way with the cleaner.
Yeah.
I'm finding it very hard to concentrate on getting things done at the moment.
Yeah.
But luckily I've got a husband who can take over and do the things that I'm not very good at doing. As far as paying bills and things like that.
Yeah.
But mostly I can do most things that I set my mind to in the house.
Yeah.
But since I've broken my leg and haven't been very well, Roy's been making sure he helps with the washing.
Yeah.
And so that's very good too. So I'm pretty lucky.
When did you break your leg?
I broke my leg about 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And it hasn't really healed up as well as I think it should have. And I broke the ankle, I think, or around the ankle, because they had to put a couple of steel bars in it. And it took a while to get over that. And then the next thing I have is the thing I've got now.
Yeah.
Is getting cataracts done.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know whether that's going to be a success because I look pretty ghastly at the moment.
Oh, the black eye.
Yes.
It should heal.
But not many people get black eyes when they have the cataract done. And I think that's a great thing to happen to old people, that they can see properly again. It's marvellous to think that you can go and get your eyes fixed from cataracts, and you can do it at a very reasonable price, you know, just $1,000 or $2,000. Gee, to get your sight back, that's pretty good.
Yeah. What prompted you to go and get an operation? Or...
I couldn't read a book properly.
Yeah.
And I couldn't concentrate on reading because my eyes wouldn't really focus as well. And I couldn't see the writing on little bottles or things like that. And I thought, God, I can't see what I have to do. Right, that's my husband, you know. He can't see them either. But he doesn't want to get his eyes done. He's a bit scared, but I'm not a bit scared of having operations or anything. So when I couldn't do things and I couldn't sew because I couldn't thread the eye of a needle. That's what's frustrating. Or thread the needle properly. And then I didn't know what I was doing with the machine. The whole thing blew up, the sewing machine, eventually.
Yep.
That's all I can think of to say.
Yeah. How did the black eye happen? Did they know?
I think he had to dig pretty deep into that eye because I got very deep set eyes.
Yeah.
And I think when I was under the anaesthetic, I knew he was doing something like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything about it, but it wasn't hurting me. And I could hear the doctor say, "Oh, you've got to go deeper, deeper."
Yeah.
I thought, what are you doing going deeper into my eye?
Yeah.
And he finally must have got it all out, the cataract. And I hope he's not going to do that again.
Yeah.
I hope he'll do a successful one. Well, more successful, because I hope I don't get another black eye next week.
Yeah. You've had one eye done.
Yes.
Has there been a change?
Yes.
Okay.
I can see out of that eye. That's the left eye.
Yeah.
And the right eye is pretty blurred.
Yeah.
Still, but it will be very good when I've had that done.
Yeah. Are there things that have surprised you? Like.
Yes. I thought, oh, what have I been missing?
Yeah.
Yes, it did surprise me a lot.
Yeah.
But I find that it has its disadvantages. Everyone looks awfully old. I look awfully old too. And I look in the mirror and I look at people and I think, oh, God, I never knew they had so many wrinkles.
Okay.
That was one of the surprises. I never knew I could see so little, to tell you the truth. And when the cataract was done, which is going to be much better when the other one is done, too. But, yeah, the surprise, it was a big surprise. I think everyone had aged about 10 years. In 2 weeks they had aged 10 years.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yes.
Can you talk about your medical history?
My medical history?
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I never had any trouble having children.
Yeah.
I never thought it was a big deal to have children. I never thought birthing was a big thing. Though if you speak to my daughters, a few of them, they will say, "Oh, how you're joking. You can't remember it," but I can remember quite distinctly thinking I had a pretty easy birth with them all. Even though one was a really big baby, 11 pounds Maureen was.
Yeah.
So, but the others were all small. Margaret was just the last one. She was just an ordinary 7-pound baby, but all the others were pretty big.
Yeah.
11, 10, 9, all up really high.
Yeah.
But there wasn't any trouble about having them. I haven't had very bad history.
Just a broken leg and
only
the
that was in the
eyes.
last few years. 2 or 3 things went wrong in the last few years, but mostly they've been pretty pain-free.
Do you get to see much of family?
Yeah, I see them all the time.
Yeah?
Yes.
Do they?
All of them.
Do they? How often? Like every day, or?
Oh no. Well, I see you on and off every day. Maybe. And all my girls come and see me at least once a fortnight or once a week. And my younger son, he's up at Katoomba and he can't get down because he's a bit disabled too. But his brother looks after him too. He's up at Katoomba too. And I see that son fairly often, Tony, and he sees Paul. Paul's the disabled one. Tony's pretty good. He lives at Katoomba Way, and he sees Paul a lot. And I'm really happy with all my children.
Yeah.
I think I've been blessed with children and grandchildren.
Yeah.
They're all wonderful.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. And they've all made their way in life too. Really good. in lots of different ways, but really, I'm really happy with them all.
Do they help out in your life?
Oh, the girls do. They really help me a lot. They take me out for shopping. They bring me food if I want. If they think I can't cook it as well as I used to, but I can. And they help me. All of them help as much as they're able to.
Yep. Okay. Now looking to the future.
Yeah, not too much. Not too far into the future.
I've only got a few questions for the future. Thinking about your... I'll ask this question first. In the years to come, what do you look forward to the most? Or is there something that you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to staying in this house as long as I live.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to a very peaceful death.
Yeah.
Hopefully not soon, but in due time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to being able to see real well now, and I'm looking forward to be able to play bridge and play bingo for a few years yet.
Mm.
And I'm looking forward to a nice peaceful death.
Okay. Thinking about the youngest grandchild, Aaron, and him growing up into the future, would there be something that you would give advice, or is there some advice that you would?
Well, I'm not very good at giving advice, Adam, as you probably know. I usually say the wrong thing, and that isn't what they want to hear. So I would say I won't give him advice. His parents give him all the advice he needs.
Okay.
They're pretty good parents, so I think they'll do all right.
Okay. Well, I'm still after your opinion.
On what? Of the...
just because I'm aware that old people can sometimes feel, maybe people won't listen to me, or I'm too old. So I'm just say that wasn't an issue.
No.
And you could have the freedom to say what you felt to Aaron.
Oh, I would be very careful about what I say.
Okay.
Because I don't think I have much right to tell them what to do nowadays. But they don't need it. My children are very good.
Okay.
I consider them all very good citizens, and every single one of them have made their way in life, and I haven't got anything to say about them, really, except I'm happy with them.
Okay. Well,
and that includes you too, Adam.
Thanks, Grandma. Well, that's the last question.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
well, there I have finished myself.
Yeah.
I hope I've done the best I can.